snows, we can build a snowman.
I do want to say something before we get started.
What?
I want you guys to know that every episode, Larry the Lava Lamp is on.
Oh, yeah.
Just off camera.
Yeah.
I make sure to turn him on almost before every episode.
He's on every day.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
that's my morning routine. I like tidy up a little bit. I turn on Larry the Lava Lamp.
Yeah.
Take out the trash. It's like he's part of my morning routine.
He's
on.
part of
He's
this
living.
Production.
Yes. He will never die.
He will never. Well,
We'll see.
technically he will.
I think he's from
Everything
like Amazon.
dies.
So.
No, I got him off eBay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's like an OG.
No, he's an OG. No, yeah.
Okay.
He's seen some shit.
Hey.
He's good. Like he's gotten better with time though. I feel like he heats up a lot quicker now.
He does.
It used to be such an issue.
He was also like in the garage.
Right. Season 1 and season 2, we would have to turn him on like way in advance if we wanted him to like move, or he just sit there. I mean, you guys have seen it. Like he'll sit there hella cold in the corner. And it's just like,
poor guy. Now he's thriving.
He's big vibes right now.
Moving and grooving.
He's so cute. I really do love him. I think
Me too.
I think we'll have him forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to ever stop the podcast. Like we've said before, I literally want a podcast when I'm a grandma, but like this sign will be like in our garage,
right?
Like our family vacation home and shit.
Absolutely.
Like,
and like one of our kids will have that in their room.
100%.
Oh my God. I'm so excited.
Yeah. We got some time though. Let's
chill.
One day at a time. Guys, I have Christmas songs stuck in my head right now and it's
please don't sing
irritating
them.
me. I hate Christmas music. I hate Christmas music so much. It's like,
even when Ariana sings it.
Yes. I think honestly, like I think I hate it because my grandma hated it and my mom hates it. So like I'm just like bred to not like it. And whenever it would come on, my grandma would be like, turn it off.
You have like a negative trauma reaction to Christmas music.
But then it's stuck in my head because now it's all over TikTok. People are like, November 1st, I'm already listening to this. I'm like,
God, please don't say that because it's not on my TikTok right now and I don't want it to come up. Yeah. Your TikTok feed is very mean to you sometimes.
Always. I'm always beat up on TikTok. Yeah. It always like points out some like deep ass trauma, or it points out like I saw one the other day. It was like the girl watching this has tummy problems, is picking at her fingers right now and chews on her cheek when she's nervous. How did it know? That's exactly how like what I do. Yeah. And yeah, it fucking calls me all the time.
I don't get any of those. I get a lot of like tutorials
on
like
what?
DIY, like furniture stuff, like
that's cool.
DIY. I got a lot of like woodworking, graphic design.
I get woodwork, but it's like ASMR woodwork.
Oh, please don't say ASMR. ESMR freaks me
ESPN.
out. ESPN is so scary.
That is the scariest channel. No, I get a mix. Sometimes my For You page hits, sometimes it doesn't. Like weirdly, like a few weeks ago, I was getting, and I hate getting them, those fucking tarot TikToks.
I think they're on mine now.
I think they are so silly. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know.
Comment to claim. Like,
right. That's not how it works. Like the ones that are just like, if this serves you, whatever, if you want to listen to it and it serves you, like do your thing. I'm not telling you to like not listen to those TikToks, do your thing. But when they're like I'll keep scrolling and it's every single one. And I'm like, this is like not what tarot is supposed to be.
Right.
Like in your face, several readers, like this is not it.
That's not the purpose.
But I told you about this. I was getting literally for like 12 in a row. I had to like restart the app. It was like a baby girl is coming into your life, pregnancy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm not sexually active, so you don't have to worry about me. But like, what the fuck? It just kept coming. It was freaking me out. So my For You page does that to me a lot. It just like, it'll send me weird messages or
so weird.
I don't like it. I think, you know what? I don't like a lot of TikToks, like double tap, like literally.
So it doesn't know what to send you.
Yeah. I don't really like engage. Like even if I like a TikTok, like I laugh, but I like keep scrolling. Like I don't.
But you comment.
Sometimes, yeah. I do comment sometimes. Or I'll send it to people. I'm sure that does something to my algorithm.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not like, I need to start liking
what you want to see.
So
and you can also do like not interested in this content.
Oh, I've done that with a lot of topics. Yeah. Don't you worry.
Speaking of tarot-ish, I have a psychic reading tomorrow with our psychic Yolanda. And it's one that I've had on my head. Like I've been wanting to do it for so long.
Yeah.
And finally it's literally like a spark, like a moment where you're like, oh, I gotta
hit her up.
Yep. I gotta text her now.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's tomorrow at 9 p.m.
That'll be good.
Late boy. Yeah. I'll like,
are you going in with intention? Or are you going in like open-minded?
Both. I have intention to, I have felt a lot of the grief for my grandma, but I haven't felt and processed a lot of the grief for my Opa.
Yeah.
And I feel like I haven't felt him. And I think that's a big reason that's pushed me to talk to Yolanda.
Yep.
Because when my grandma and my grandpa John passed back in February and March, I talked to Yolanda then, and it was like a weight lifted off my shoulder. And I felt like I got a little bit, especially like after not talking to my grandma or like before she passed, I got a little bit of closure. I just felt a little bit more at ease. And I feel like I've been holding my breath when it comes to my Opa.
Yeah.
And I haven't had that yet. So I think that's what's pushing me to talk to her. So that's definitely like going into it. I'm going to ask about that.
Yep. No, yeah. I'm sure there'll be success there. And if it's not, as you know, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. Like, it's a lot more complex than our little human brains can even think of. So
totally,
you're doing what you can, and he knows that, looking down at you. Like, he knows you're at least trying, and that's more powerful than anything. So I'm excited.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited.
You're so right though. With like the psychic shit, it really just happens one day and you're like, I want to hit her up. It's time.
Yep. And it's funny because like I've done it a couple times, and she'll even say to me like, I felt like you've been needing this.
Yeah. Yep. I had a feeling the other day too. It was actually the same time we were both in therapy. And I said it to my therapist, because my therapist is pretty spiritual as well. And she was like, like totally do what you want to do. Those are your resources. That's, your team, whatever. But I think you should also try and look inwards and kind of get those answers yourself. And that perspective was interesting because in dire times, I do find myself like running to Yolanda.
Right.
And like just wanting like you said, just like that reassurance or that answer, the clarity, or even just validation. And she's like, try and like, chill for a sec, like sit in it.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that mentality too. I mean, it's nothing specific, but like I have just been like sitting in what we worked on the other day in therapy, and like it's uncomfortable, but like in a good way this time, which is growth in itself.
Right.
Yeah. It's a lot about trusting myself is like kind of what we're working on, is like trusting in your judgment with like where you're supposed to be right now. Because I had one of those moments where I was like, what am I doing with my life? Blah, blah. And it was a lot more complex than that, but she was like, you're freaking out the same way that every other 20-something person's freaking out right now. Like, you're
at
okay.
every age.
Sure.
Like every adult goes through these moments.
And that validation is kind of all I needed. And like by the end of the session, I was like, I'm chilling. Like, I'm fine now. She's like, okay. Like, I guess that's why I'm here. Speaking of, it's not relevant to anything we just said. I was just trying to alley-oop into the next subject here. This Friday, Wakanda Forever. It comes out.
I'm so excited.
We are so pumped, and we already have tickets to go see it, but we want to tell you the story of like why we're even going to see it. It's funny, last episode, weren't we just talking about how like nobody sees movie premieres anymore? Like, what the fuck? And now we're going to literally see it. I love that. I didn't
even make that connection.
I just did. Halloween last weekend, 2 weekends ago, whatever we're at now. Last weekend? I don't know.
Last weekend.
Yeah. It was our last night out, or no, it was Saturday night. And we were going to the next bar, but we were in the taxi there, and I was just like, guys, I want Cheetos. You remember that?
Yeah, we were hammered at this point. That's like
what triggered us going to that bodega. I was like, I need Cheetos. Sidebar, nowhere has Cheetos.
Yeah.
You can only get Cheetos at like Dwayne Reed or grocery stores, if that.
And Takis too, we figured out, right?
Yeah, but all the bodegas have like
Lay's
fancy,
and shit.
but like also those like fancy ones, fancy
like flavors,
like the fancy brands that like Ike's has, like
Zappas or whatever.
I almost said Zappos. That's a shoe brand. Yeah, not the point.
Also, we were dressed up I was Thor and she was Spider-Man.
Yes. So we walk into this bodega right next to the bar we were about to go to, and it was popping.
There was a line.
And we got a grilled cheese. I got my chips. I ended up getting these like buffalo ranch chips. They were incredible, way better than Cheetos. And we're dressed up, and these guys were behind us, and they were like, "What are you?" And we were like, are you serious?
And I'm
me?
like swinging my hammer around. Like, come on. Do you live under a rock?
Spider-Man, like I had the eyepiece on. Like I had like
the full suit.
My hair's red. Like I'm Spider-Man. And we were like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you guys not Marvel people? And they were like, yeah, we are. Like, we love Marvel. Like, Wakanda's coming out. We're like, okay. I guess
they knew.
You get it. And we just got to talking to them. We were like, should we all go? And it was kind of just one of those like almost rhetorical questions, drunk plans that you just throw out there.
Right.
Like,
let's go see the movie together.
We should all go see it, whatever. So, you know, whatever. We're in line for a very long time. It felt like a long time. And we ended up getting their numbers and we dipped. We didn't hang out with them that night, whatever.
We also... So one of the guys, first of all, their names are Chris and Alex.
Oh yeah, so weird.
They're best friends. They've been best friends for, did we find out how long for like a long time? I remember thinking like, she's my best friend from elementary school.
Maybe, I don't remember.
Maybe we'll figure it out. But their names are Chris and Alex, which is fucking weird.
Wild.
Also, Alex he ordered like this really good chicken sandwich.
Oh my God, it was divine. I forgot about that.
So good. And he was like, do you guys want a bite? And we like fully cornered him and ate like half of his sandwich.
But he was so nice about it.
He was like, isn't it really good?
Like, can't have more. We're like, do you want any? Like,
he's like, no, just eat half of it.
We did. So yeah, we got their numbers, and then was it the next day or like maybe 2 days later?
Yeah, the next day. Remember we were at that Mediterranean spot for brunch. Yes,
and we started a group chat. And we're like, Wakanda forever, like whatever. And long story short, they booked the tickets. We're getting Korean barbecue before, and the 4 of us are gonna go see the premiere of Wakanda Forever. I'm so pumped.
I'm so excited.
I ordered a Marvel crew neck.
I was gonna say, do you want to go to the Disney store after this so I can get one?
Absolutely. Okay. Literally down to go to the Disney store regardless. Yeah, no, it's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. I'm just at the very least, even if like we end up not fucking with them,
we're saying Wakanda Forever.
We don't gotta talk. We just gotta watch the movie.
Right.
And we're dipping.
I think we're gonna get along with them though. We've been texting them all week, pretty much all week, like back and forth.
Our group chat's called Wakanda Forever.
Right.
It's like, it's a whole group. It's a whole thing. So
it'll be fun.
We'll keep you guys updated if we get murdered or not or anything crazy like that.
Don't even say that.
It's a spooky Halloween. Today, right after we record this, we are going to Bryant Park because I guess every year Bank of America puts on this like winter village thing that wraps around the perimeter of Bryant Park, and it's all these little shops and little vendors that kind of stay there all season. It looks so cute. I saw it on my TikTok, so there's something good for my For You page.
Perfect.
And yeah, we're gonna go. I'm so excited. It's like very Christmas vibes, but today's hot.
It is hot,
so I'm kind of mad. Like it doesn't.
Should we wait to go when it's really cold? How long does it last?
I'm assuming
like all month.
I'm assuming it'll go to Christmas.
Should we get hot toddies?
It's too hot. I'll get a cold toddy.
Ooh.
Ew. What would that be? Just like cold whiskey and honey and cloves and lemon.
Actually,
it might be good, like an iced tea.
Like a cocktail.
Yeah, right.
It took so long for our brains to get there.
No, I was like, is that like an Arnold Palmer? Like I was like trying to find a parallel here. Literally like a normal cocktail.
A cocktail.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun today. Also, we have kind of a busy week.
We're socialites.
We're
socialites.
It's funny because when we moved here, I was so like, when are we gonna meet people? Like, I can't wait to meet friends. And now we just like have friends. In the city.
Just have friends.
We just like made friends.
We just have plans.
We have plans.
Yeah.
You guys know we went on first dates on the same night. What, like 3 weeks ago? About 3 weeks ago?
About 3 weeks ago.
We are going on second dates with the same men. I'm going on Tuesday. You're going on Wednesday.
I thought I was going Tuesday.
I'm going Tuesday.
Oh no, I'm not going on Tuesday. I'm going on Wednesday. Yeah.
So we both have second dates this week.
Keep us updated.
Yeah, lots happened in these past 3 weeks with these guys. We'll keep you updated. We'll do like a whole big update. It's gonna be good.
It'll be fun. Honestly, I'm just excited that it's not a first date anymore.
Yeah.
Like
the nerves are gone.
Yeah. I don't think I like first dates.
No.
Kind of stress me out.
They're very stressful.
I like the first time meeting you like organically, and then we can go on a date.
Right. That's what's weird about online dating is the first meet is inevitable, but like it's so nice meeting, like you said, meeting people out organically because like there's no buildup nerves.
Nope. It's all natural. Like they plop down in your timeline. Like you're with your friends, you're already out. Like
there's no anticipation.
And it's the moment's not surrounded around expectations of making it like the best moment ever, the best first date ever. It's just like, oh, we met.
Right.
Oh, it was just, we met.
And now we get to like hang out. Or I also like meeting up like for the first time, if it's a dating app situation, in group settings. Mm-hmm. Like if we ideally, let me like lay out my ideal first meeting. If I match with you on a dating app and we're like, I like talking back and forth a little bit before. There's a lot of people on dating apps who are like, let's cut the shit and meet right away. And
I'm
like,
whoa.
hold on. I need to like see if I vibe a little bit first. Like just a little. I need a little bit of banter, texting back and forth. That's all it takes. And then like, hey, your friends are going out. Me and my girlfriend can come out one night and like, let's meet up and like all vibe together. And if we happen to like gravitate towards each other, then we can go on like a really like romantic first date.
I think it's so important to see if you like their friends too.
Oh my God, that's huge for me.
Yeah. Or like say you're already out and they hit you like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm out with some friends if you want to meet.
Love that.
Like that's like no plan needed. I think it's the planning.
It's the planning.
And I don't. And it's the intimate, I don't mind plans.
Like one-on-one.
Right. Like I'm not one of those people that like, oh, I can't commit to plans. Like I'm fine with plans. It's just like it creates this
expectation.
Yeah. And this hype and this just pressure and you're anxious and it's stressful. I don't like it.
After this first date that we just went on, it's discouraging.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll update you guys. It's gonna be a busy week, but it's gonna be fun.
Okay, song of the day. What are you wearing?
I've worn this a gajillion times. It's from Airy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like this really big, comfy, cozy thing, and then just like little black booty shorts, and then socks, white socks. Boring white socks. I was saying I need to get like. I want like these, but with like frills at the top.
Like lace?
Yeah.
I have those and they're from Amazon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like you've seen me wear them with my loafers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want those.
They're literally a 3-pack from Amazon for like $10. I'm wearing a big oversized tee I got from ASOS a while ago. I have had to wear black, gray, and white for about a week now because my hair is still red, as you can see. It's fading. It's into like kind of a like rosy copper right now.
It's pretty. I really like it.
I don't mind it when I'm in clothing like this, but I like to wear color, and when I don't wear color, it affects my mood. So I'm ready to get rid of it. On Monday, I have something coming in the mail to strip the color. So
what is that process like?
When I did it last time, it was like putting in a hair mask, letting it sit and rinsing it.
Whoa.
It was pretty easy.
Is your like original like toned blonde going to be underneath it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll come back through and then I'll rinse it and I'll use some like purple shampoo to like re-up it. But yeah, I mean, last time I did it, it was fine. So
very
fingers
cool.
crossed. And Alexi told me, my hairdresser, he was like, it really is a hit or miss. Sometimes it'll lift really lucky, or sometimes you can walk out of there with some like random ass color.
Whoa.
Because like when you deposit a color into bleached hair, you are altering the DNA. So technically the DNA in this bleached hair still has my blue, still has my purple from like quarantine.
Whoa.
Because I obviously haven't chopped it off.
So like your blue could potentially come through.
It could potentially come through, yes. So.
Because it doesn't like the layers stripping.
Yeah, it's
you
not.
You need to know how far to go.
Right. It's not like ripping off on a notepad perfectly. Who knows?
It's okay. It's a shot in the dark, but who cares?
I'm just from now till then, like if it fades more and I end up liking it, like I'll let it fade a little bit more.
Let it fade out.
It's just the clothes that I'm hating.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I'm wearing black Adidas shorts. They were sweats and then I cut them.
Nice.
And they're like the comfiest shorts ever. And then my Nike socks that have red on it. I'm noticing I have to have like an element of red and everything. My nails are red right now.
Your nails are red, yeah.
Yeah. It helps kind of like put it together.
I just booked all of my appointments. I booked my November appointment and my December appointment. Just because I don't want them to go like...
Are they going?
Well, she doesn't have that many because she's traveling for the holidays and shit.
I need to book.
I would just get in there and book them.
Yeah. I need to. My song of the day is Sex, Drugs, Etc. by Beach Weather.
I don't think I've heard that.
It's a vibe. It's just like, it's on a playlist that was like, it's literally called like fall, like chill fall something. So it's just like.
Like hearing the title, I would think it would be like, like house or something.
No, it's chill. It's a little upbeat, but it's.
Okay, my song of the day is Alabama Shakes classic, This Feeling. I'm on an Alabama Shakes. I'm on an Alabama Shakes and Florence and the Machine vibe these past couple weeks.
The playlist you were playing earlier when you were in the shower reminded me of like Brandy Melville days.
Yeah. I pull my the Brandy inside of me. I pull that out like every few weeks of fall.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's big fall vibes. Like the whole Ophelia.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like
the Lumineers, Mumford & Sons.
The album specifically though. Like watching all the videos in order. If you guys haven't done that, go watch all those music videos in order. It's like a whole film in itself. And
the Cleopatra album.
It's so like emotional. I remember, I think it was like the start of COVID. Monica was staying with me, my sister, and we were in my old apartment, and we literally sat there and watched it and cried.
It's very emotional.
So much. Like,
it's so well done.
Oh, it's beautiful. I hope it won awards. If it didn't, it fucking should have. It's so good. Go watch it. Okay, let's get in today's episode. But before we do that, we'll take a quick break for our sponsor.
So this episode is sponsored by Function of Beauty. And as you guys know, since we moved here, it's taken, for me at least, like a long time to figure out what my hair needs to adjust to this weather.
And the water.
Yes.
Water change and everything.
There's so many factors that like are new to my hair. And what's cool about Function of Beauty is all of the ingredients are customizable based on like what you need and like your hair goals, where you want your hair to be.
Also, each formula is vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, and sulfate-free, which is amazing for your hair and surprisingly hard to find in a shampoo and conditioner.
Right. Not only can you customize the formula, but you can also customize the scent and the color, which is really cool. You could also do no color and scent free if you'd like.
I tend to do that because, well, when I'm not red and my hair is blonde, no color's best because blonde will literally grab onto any pigment. So little tip out there. All you have to do to start is take the hair quiz, and you can select up to 5 of your hair goals. Then you get your formula delivered to your doorstep, and you can also subscribe and save.
Start giving your hair the personalized care it needs. Go to functionofbeauty.com/advice to take your hair goal quiz, and you'll save 20% on your first order when you subscribe. No commitments, and you can cancel anytime.
Go to functionofbeauty.com/advice to let them know you heard about it from our show and to get 20% off your first order. That's functionofbeauty.com/advice to take your hair quiz and save 20% on your first order. Thanks, Function of Beauty. I am so excited for this episode.
No, this is going to be so fun.
I'm ready to giggle. I think it's going to be so funny.
We're just in silly, goofy moods too.
We are, for sure. We cannot take credit for this idea. I actually saw Emma Chamberlain do this on her podcast, Anything Goes. I didn't actually listen to the podcast. I just saw the title and I was like, this is a great idea. I love this so much. It's very much a debate of things we have just in like our general inside jokes together.
Right.
So I think it's going to be really funny to see what we agree on, what we disagree on. If you can't already tell by the title, we are going to be kind of rating things if they're underrated, overrated, or accurately rated. Could be simple things like pizza or really debatable topics like pineapple and pizza. I don't know.
Butt stuff.
And butt stuff. Right. No in between. That's all we're going to talk about today. So we asked you guys on Instagram. On our Instagram, it's at Oddvice Podcast. We also asked on our individual Instagrams, which are always linked in the description if you ever want to check them out. And you delivered. I peeked last
too.
night. Oh, did you peek today again too?
No, not
oh
today.
My God. I thought she peeked again.
Oh my God.
I peeked last night and there were some really funny ones. So I'm excited. Let's just rapid fire
like back and forth.
Yeah, I don't want to pick them before. I want like our like genuine reactions.
Right.
Oh my God, the first one's already so funny. Okay, you ready? Okay, number 1, Ed Sheeran.
Underrated.
Accurately rated.
Accurately rated. You're right. I keep forgetting about the accurately rated. Okay.
Yeah.
Accurately rated.
Accurately rated.
Yeah. Men's over-the-shoulder bags.
Overrated.
Overrated. What are you carrying that you can't put in your pocket?
I just don't care enough. Grapefruit.
Underrated.
Overrated.
Underrated.
Disgusting.
Okay, hear me out.
It's gross.
It's so good.
No, it's not.
Not only to eat.
No, it's not.
But also the flavor of like, I love a good grapefruit lip balm.
No.
Oh,
I avoid it.
So underrated.
If it's in a cocktail, I don't get it.
Oh, it's so okay. You're speaking,
grapefruit White Claws.
You're speaking fully from like not liking the taste. But
yes.
if you zoom out a little bit, take a look at how versatile grapefruit is. It's literally like you won't find like a good strawberry lip balm. That's childish. Grapefruit though.
Childish.
Am I wrong?
No,
like
but
you won't find.
I don't want it in lip balm either.
Only because you don't like the taste.
No, I think it smells like armpit a little bit. It's just like, I like acidic things, don't get me wrong, but it's too in the middle for me. Like it's not lemon, but it's not like a berry.
Oh, I think that's why it's perfect for its versatility.
Stay in your lane.
But that's
Stay
the thing. It has multiple lanes.
Overrated.
Underrated.
No, I never thought we'd fight about this.
Okay. Sweatshirts tied around the waist. Underrated.
Accurately rated.
Underrated. People don't do it enough.
They used to
because they think it looks silly now.
Yeah.
But like,
it was like a fashion trend for a minute. Flannels specifically.
Oh, flannels around the waist.
Chokehold flannels around the waist had on me. It was like putting on my shoes. I never had intention to put it on my arms to be warm. No. It was purely to like cover my ass.
Yeah.
Literally cover my ass.
It was part of the outfit. Yes. Tied it around the waist with like a big tee. Those were big Brandy days.
Yeah, exactly. No, that was big like Cleopatra album days.
But now I think today, underrated. Like, you will go without a jacket because you don't want to tie it around your waist when you're going to be chilly later on. Put it around your waist.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just don't do it anymore. If I'm going to bring a jacket, I'm already wearing it, or I've been doing like the cross. One shoulder and then under the armpit. That's kind of like the modern version of the waist. Or if you have a bag, I like to just like drape it over the bag.
That's a good one too.
I don't go around the waist though. Not even at an amusement park.
Oh, I would.
No, I get a locker. It's worth it. They're only $7 at Disneyland. You have them all day and they're big. It's
so worth it. Lockers at Disneyland, underrated.
Yeah. Underrated. Underrated. I thought they'd be so expensive, right? You think they'd be $24 an hour.
Yeah.
$7 the whole day. You have it.
It's kind of crazy.
It's great. You split it with somebody. Why are you even split? You know, like it's a Starbucks. That's the least you're gonna spend at that fucking park.
Exactly.
Like, it's underrated.
Underrated.
Someone said school.
Underrated. Yeah, underrated.
I don't want that. Can that not be mine? Can I do one more?
Yeah, sure.
Someone said life. Accurately rated.
I have a good one. Missionary.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Under fucking rated.
I think people hate on it because they think it's like
vanilla.
Oh, it's a vanilla. It's a basic thing.
Switch it up.
It gets it done.
It gets the job done.
It's comfortable.
And like
it's cozy fall vibes.
I feel like men are trying to like do too much sometimes and like keep it simple.
Right.
Simple and easy is best.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Don't fix it if it ain't broken.
Right.
Right.
Missionaries.
Underrated. Beyonce.
Overrated.
I like her. Don't get me wrong, but I do think every time something drops in like the craziness that people go into, I'll call them out. Liza and Leanna, they're both big Beyonce people.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Beehivers.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
I think so.
Beehive.
But yeah.
Oh, like Queen Bee. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I think, like, don't get me wrong, I'll shake my ass, but like,
not every song of hers is a bop.
No, it's not. And she, she has an incredible voice. Like, I'm not dogging her talent, but I think she's overrated. I think there's so many other people out there that are like just as good.
Right.
It's like the overhype where I'm like, whoa, are we missing the fact that there's other talented people out here?
Right.
I think we are.
Yeah. It's herd mentality.
Right. Pack mentality.
Yeah.
Right.
Or herd. Sheep following the herd.
Is it a herd of sheep? Or is it a pack of sheep? And it's not a pack.
No, it's a pack of wolves.
Oh, yeah. Sheep. Yeah, you herd them. It's not a herd of them. You herd them into the gates.
No, yeah, but I like...
What's a group of sheep called, though? Squad.
Okay, this one's a real controversial one.
Okay.
Crocs.
Accurately rated.
I think there are a lot of haters out there.
Yeah.
Like diehard haters. So I'm going to say underrated. Because like people...
There's way more lovers to me, though.
But I think people hate on Crocs only because they like went through a fad phase, but they are missing the functionality of Crocs. And like, that's where I don't think they're rated accurately enough. Like people who hate on them don't see the functionality. Whereas like, you try on a pair of Crocs, sport mode,
they're comfortable.
They're comfortable and you're going to be grooving around the house so comfortably. Mm-hmm. They're like slippers, but for the working woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like I agree with that, but I don't think they're underrated because I think so many people agree with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
I think they are perfectly loved is what I'm saying. Like they're accurately rated. The right amount of people love them.
Okay.
If any more people love them,
they're beehivers.
No, what is the Croc fan base called? The crocodiles. The croc. Okay, next one. Scrub daddies.
Underrated. They're
Underrated.
so fucking good. I just bought a freshie.
Yeah,
we're so good.
We're new to the Scrub Daddy Society. Thank you for having us. I will say They are really wasteful. They break down. Okay, so maybe they're overrated. They break down relatively quick. We had only had ours for like 3 months, and we already like,
and it was like really
we
soft
had
and
to
like
get
torn.
a new one. Like
but
it wasn't
like
working.
I was using it to like scrub shit.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Right.
It's just
right.
that's a lot of fucking plastic.
Right.
Think about if we're doing that every 3 months, and that's just our household. Like they need to make them like more sustainable. Because if we have to keep doing this every 3 months, like
they break down. Remember that sponge that I had that my mom got me for?
Yes, and it was you can like wash it and reuse
so
it.
amazing.
I think we should just get that again.
I need to find out where she got it.
Probably Amazon.
Probably. Couples costumes.
Accurately rated.
I think to each their own.
Exactly. That's my answer.
Like,
but like maybe a little overrated.
Yeah. Okay. You don't need to do a couples costume every single year.
Yes.
Like.
Or like every single night.
Right. Like if you're a big like Halloween weekender, if you will. You don't need to do a couple's costume with your significant other every single fucking night. Or every year if you just do like the one Halloween night a year.
Right.
Switch it up. You could be a solo person. You could like each of you in this significant other relationship could be something different, and you could still act like you're in a couple on Halloween night.
Right. I think
in different costumes.
Some people do it just because they're like, we're a couple. We have to do this. Like,
right.
What if you just don't want to?
Right.
And I think one of them don't want to. That's where it's bad.
Right.
If it's a mutual agreement,
sure,
do your thing.
have at it. But if you're forcing your significant other,
if you're fighting over it, choose your battles. Next one. Valentine's Day.
Overrated.
I think it's very overrated. I think it's totally become
a consumer's holiday.
Every holiday is a consumer's holiday, but it's like it's purely a test now in relationships. I've noticed that, at least with like even just people around me, like it's this pressure that you got to have the whole day like perfectly planned and right. Like sure, like bring me flowers and like kiss my forehead, but like do that every day.
Right.
I like the fact that it has to be this skyrocketed day of love is where I'm like, it's so overrated.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Overrated. Hard Rock cafes.
Underrated. They're
great
such
food.
a good time.
It's good.
So
it's pretty
fun.
good food. Great music. The waiters are always so fun.
Yes, they're so nice. Yeah. And on top of it, if you get bored, just look around.
On the walls.
Look at all the fucking memorabilia.
You're
That's
gonna
for
learn
sure
something.
Not real.
It's all replicated. It's all fake. There's no way.
I feel like I've seen like Michael Jackson's jacket in like 5 Hard Rock hotels.
Exactly. But it's fun.
But it's still underrated.
I just like the music.
Yeah.
I think the music at a restaurant is key, and they're the Hard Rock Cafe.
They're gonna rock hard.
In the cafe, yes.
Colleen Hoover.
Accurately rated.
Yeah, I think accurately rated. I think there's some diehards.
Yeah.
Which like she does write a good book.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think she's like a universal good writer though. She has her people.
Right.
But like I don't think her like
it won't appeal to everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think she's accurately rated.
Erewhon. Overrated.
I think it's accurately rated. I lean a little overrated only because the price point, it's so expensive, but the food's really good. Have you had the food?
Yeah.
It's like that's really good. Like that's where I'm like, that's accurately rated.
It's good, but like you could get it anywhere else.
You haven't had the right stuff.
I've had a lot of it.
It's like really well done, and I love how they like rotate the menu so much, and like I love how all their products are like curated, and like they have a whole team that like only lets in like really like certified products that, like meet these credentials. I really like that part of it, but it's like
it's stupidly
it doesn't
expensive.
need to be that expensive.
Right.
I don't like I think they're fully tapping into that market and just sucking them dry.
Right. And I think it's expensive because of the hype.
For sure.
That it has.
Like all those smoothies and shit. That cloud smoothie is $18.
That's insane.
The Hailey Bieber smoothie I think is like probably about the same. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And yeah, the price is
out of this world.
Ridiculous. Okay. I'm getting a lot of these. Are you too? Drake.
Yes.
I think he's accurately rated.
Yeah, he's perfectly rated.
I think he's cool.
Every album he shows up.
Right.
You know, like
it's always a bop. And I'm just talking about his music. I'm not talking about his character. I'm fully just talking about his music here. I think his music's good, so I think he's accurately rated.
And like every time a Drake song drops in the club, it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Leaving Your Hometown.
Underrated.
Underrated.
I think there is so so much growth that just naturally comes when you leave your hometown. And
I think
see all
there's a
these
lot of
things.
fear from leaving your leaving your hometown.
Yeah.
And not knowing like what is out in the outside world outside of one little town.
Right.
In like speaking on our terms, like one little town in California. People who stay there their whole lives. If that's what you want, and if that's how you want to live your life, fine. But it's the people who like harp on people who leave.
Yeah, it's so good here. What do you mean? Like,
You don't know what's out there.
yeah, exactly.
So
Like,
it's-
how do you know it's not better over here?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's very underrated for mental development too. Small talk.
This is a hard one.
I'm gonna say overrated, but it depends how much. So I'm kind of like in the middle there. Or maybe, so I guess, is that accurately rated for me?
That's where I'm leaning.
So maybe accurately rated, but it can very well become overrated when it's for too long. It's the duration of small talk that fucking kills me.
Good point.
Like,
Good
why
point.
are we still?
Let's move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
depends on the duration, but I'd say accurately rated. It's you get your feelers out there. We were saying earlier, like with dating apps, like you got to have that little small talk just to like catch their vibe. Like
Right.
there, you do need it. It's
a
normal.
necessary cushion
Yeah,
that
but
you need.
let it go.
Move on.
A lot of people stay on it, and I'm like, can we
10 minutes tops.
talk about something else now?
Yeah.
It's nice today. We know
overrated.
the weather. We nailed the weather. Let's move on.
Bring it back. Okay. I've actually come up with this one in my head.
Oh,
12-3-30. Overrated.
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 I think it's great to get your body moving, but like,
Sure. And it's like good for, I'm all about a routine. Trust
Yeah.
me. But I tried it. I have recently been getting into going to the gym and I tried it. And I was like, wait, it's a fad. Like you could be getting the same cardio and same muscle movement and same routine from a lot of other things that are not just from TikTok.
yeah. I think the fad though, I mean, it got so many people up and moving. Like she just did a walk out here in New York and got like hella people for the 12-3-30 walk. Like it's
sick.
fucking respect. Like it did start a movement and it got a lot of people off their couch, like especially during COVID and shit. So
That's very cool.
do your thing. But yeah, I think you're right. There's so many other ways to do it.
The notion behind it being the only thing that you have to do to lose weight
Yeah.
is like, hold on.
There's a lot more.
There's a
that
lot
goes
more
in.
to it.
So I'll say accurately rated for that. This is a really good one. Making out, but nothing more.
Underrated.
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 I like. There's.
I'm such a kisser.
Yes, and like let's just like play
Let's
with
just
each other's
kiss.
lips. Like
Yep.
let's just sit in that. It doesn't have to get
It doesn't
more
have to
heated
go anywhere.
and like even if like we are behind closed doors, like it doesn't mean we have to just
Right.
get into it. Like
Absolutely.
let's just like kiss.
It's so underrated.
It's so that's my favorite one so far.
Me too.
It is so underrated.
like, slow down.
No rush.
There's no rush. It doesn't have to end.
No.
And like, it doesn't have to go anywhere either.
Yeah, exactly. Windshield wipers. Underrated.
Perfectly rated.
Underrated. I think only because I think we take it for granted.
Do you think people like refuse to turn them on when they need them? Do you think
No.
there's those people who are like, oh, I could still see?
Maybe. I purely say that because I just think we take them for granted.
Really?
We just wipe them on. But like, think about if you didn't have them.
Right.
Give them some credit.
Give them credit where the credit's due.
Pour one out for the windshield wipers.
Okay. On that same token, the cold side of a pillow.
Oh,
So underrated.
underrated.
So underrated. The things flipping your pillow over will do for you in the middle of the night. It's a reset.
I like when the cold side is still face down and I put my hands under
Ooh,
it. And then I put
that's nice.
and I flip it so my wrists are facing up and then you get that
That's
pressure
underrated.
point. Ooh.
That's real nice.
Yeah. And I have silk pillows right now, so they're like
Ooh,
super
they're getting extra cold.
Yeah. No, so underrated.
Okay. The power of some good ass, moody, vibey lighting. It can change, it can transform any space or any mood of mine, is what this person said. And I completely agree. It is absolutely underrated.
Yeah.
Lighting, I feel like throughout the day, there comes a moment in my day where I go into my room and it's usually around like right before sunset. I'll turn on my salt lamp. I have another salt lamp that's white and it has like incense. And then I'll turn on my regular light, which I can turn a like mood color. And it's usually like the salt lamp color. So it's like an orange and it's just a vibe.
Yep.
And it really sets the mood.
I recently got into that. I'd say in the past like 2 years of my life. I never really cared about lighting. I always just had like a lamp in my room growing up. But as an adult, totally like an adult money thing.
Yes.
Once I started really taking care of my space and like got neon lights and like candles is a big one. That mood lighting candles for me. I think it makes the best light. It flickers. So it's like, it's very stimulating for me when I have candles because like there's a change in the light and it's constant.
Good point.
And it's warm. And yeah, I think it's totally underrated. I think it could do a lot for you mentally too. If you're ever like having a hard time sleeping or you're having a hard time winding down or you're having a date over and you want to like get the vibes going, the power of even just one fucking candle, like
in here too at night when we have a candle on our dining table and then this on, it's just a vibe.
It's such a vibe.
It's such a vibe.
Our apartment probably looks so cool from across the street.
Yes, I think about that all the time.
Both of our rooms, we always have mood lighting.
Yep.
Mine's actually been that like warm orange lately too. It's cause my hair, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm in like an orange mood. It's that color and then this is pink in here and then like
mine's orange. It's a vibe.
Our apartment probably looks crazy.
You know what? We should turn on the lights and then go out there one day and see what it looks like from outside.
Oh yeah.
Because we could totally see.
We could see up here, yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. I'll try that.
Yes, underrated.
Okay, this person prefaced this one with their opinion. They say this is overrated, but I think this is underrated. The Netflix skip intro button. I think it's underrated.
I think it's overrated because it's never good shit.
What do you mean? Like we've been watching Orange is the New Black.
The skip. Okay.
Skip intro.
I for some reason my head went to the, you know how you can like pick random things? You can like let Netflix pick for you.
Oh yeah.
That's overrated.
Yeah.
But yes, the skip intro.
The intro song?
Absolutely underrated.
Orange is the New Black. The or the intro is so the animal.
You have to be in a very specific mood to like sit through that too.
Yeah. Or even Game of Thrones is very long too.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it's such a bop though. The Game of Thrones intro is fucking dope. But yeah, I think like when you're binging, especially, it's really nice to be able to skip. I think it's that technology is very underrated. Whoever created it, this one's for you.
Smart.
I
love a good
you.
UX designer.
Probably hot.
Probably. Forehead kisses. Underrated.
I love those.
I love a good kisses. You know what? I love a good side hug with a forehead kiss.
Okay, I thought you meant just side hugs in general. I'm like,
no. But like the side hug combined with a forehead kiss, like when you're meeting up with someone, specifically like a friend where there's no like romance or like sexual tension.
Yeah.
Side hug, forehead kiss. He's got to be taller than you. Sorry, short kings.
This one's not for you.
This one's not for you.
Kiss your chin.
Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
That's the best. Like, hey,
or like top of the head.
Yes.
When they're super tall and they like kiss the top of your head.
So amazing.
Like, stop.
It's so good.
I like that. Or like if like they're leaving by and you're sitting down like focused on something and like the temple kiss.
Yes.
Like any like side, like just like a head kiss.
Just like a quick light little forehead kiss.
Yeah.
Very
I think it's
fucking underrated.
I think it's the cutest thing. If there's any men listening,
that's
kiss
a
my
move.
Forehead.
Do it.
Yep.
Okay, this one's really funny and I hope it tickles your like 2008 fancy.
Okay.
Acts of arson. We just don't light things on fire for the sake of it anymore. Do you remember when we used to like
That is the best. Do we know who sent that in?
No, I don't think we know this person, but
acts of arson.
True.
I don't know. I'm gonna say
as an adult,
I'm gonna say overrated just so people don't go do it.
Yeah.
We don't need to make up for the.
But that's okay. That's why I prefaced with like the 2008. Do you remember like the years in middle school when we would like just light a piece of paper on fire?
For sure.
Just like,
yeah, no, I like still do it.
That
like,
right.
Yeah.
That action
it's dangerous.
Is underrated, but like don't.
Yeah.
We're not condoning acts of arson.
Yeah.
Or but like I get you.
I loved like throwing things in the fire when I'm camping and just like watching it burn.
Absolutely. Like the different colors. Like, ooh, is this gonna be blue or is it gonna be orange?
Right. Yeah. No, overrated. Accurately rated. This one. Adele. Overhyped cabaret singer.
Oh, I hate that.
Like she kinda is. She's like a cabaret singer. I do love her though. I think she's accurately rated.
She's accurately rated.
But like she is like a cabaret singer.
I hate that perspective.
Yeah. Like when
now
why did I get the ick?
Yeah.
Like when you boil it down.
That's how so I had this thought a couple years ago and I like said it out loud and now it's all I think about when I watch anything on the TV. Like famous actors and like big A-list actors are just theater kids.
Oh, fuck.
They're just theater kids.
They are theater kids.
They're just theater kids who made it.
Yeah.
Isn't that like Matthew McConaughey? Theater kid.
But wasn't he like not like he got picked up in like a bar or some shit or like a restaurant?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Like
that.
he wasn't like trying to be an actor, I don't think. Bad
Theater
example, but like
kid.
I get it.
Okay, I got one, and I'm also gonna like tack one on to the end of it.
Okay.
Home printers and landlines.
Underrated.
Underrated. You don't know how many times we pulled out this home printer.
Yeah, we use our printer quite often. Landlines are safety.
Yes.
Having a landline is like
You should have a landline.
it's like the cops can find you quicker.
It's like $5 to add to your phone plan
Sometimes
nowadays.
it's free.
Sometimes it's free.
We actually have a phone in our apartment on the wall, but we don't think it works. Or maybe we have
should
to like
just,
get it connected.
Yeah, we should just get it connected.
Yeah.
Who are we gonna call? Ghostbusters?
That's true. Who are we gonna call? Like, who do we talk on the phone with? Like,
My mom would call it.
It's emergencies. That's what I'm thinking. It's
Right.
like the 911. We're in New York. There's so many cell signals. Like, I want them to be able to like know where the fuck we're at.
We should get it connected.
Yeah, let's do it. I think it's underrated.
Underrated.
Talking after sex. Underrated.
Underrated.
Especially if like say it's like a nighttime sex and it's before bed and you think like, okay, like I'm just gonna go to bed now. Like I like to like talk after, and does it have to be about what we just did?
It's almost better if it's something like so surface level.
Yes.
And like silly.
Right. Yeah.
You were just you and I just like experienced the most intimate part of human interaction, and we're not gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, I think it's underrated.
Yeah, very underrated. Men opening any type of door for their woman. Underrated. I think.
Yeah, underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah.
I only because every time I've encountered a man who does it for me, I'm like, ooh, I like it. And I think we talked about this in like our standards episode or something.
I definitely notice it when people do it.
I notice it and I like it, and it's now become somewhat of a standard for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I guess I just like don't feel enough about it to like have a full opinion, but I guess underrated. I think it's so nice when it does when it does happen. So
Underrated.
Yeah, underrated. Chocolate, overrated.
Underrated.
I think no way. Everybody loves chocolate, and I think it's so overrated because of that. What do you mean?
Okay, perfectly rated then.
Okay,
Perfectly rated.
I think it's overrated. I think there's like a milk. Okay, you know what? My opinion on this is specifically around milk chocolate. I think.
Oh.
I think milk chocolate is gross, and I think it's so overrated. Dark chocolate, perfectly rated. It's like a Hershey's bar. Like that type of shit.
Should fuck up a Hershey's bar.
It's so gross though. I think it's so overrated.
It's perfectly rated. I think it's perfectly rated. It's just it's delicious. Ooh, Coachella. Now, ask me 5 years ago, my answer is different. Now it's overrated.
I think it's accurately rated because it just depends like who you go with, and I think it's always fun once you're there. Like the getting the outfits and the plans and the after parties, all of that, like that part is overrated. But like when you're at the festival and you're just like getting pizza and getting drunk and running around different stages, I think it's perfectly rated. I think it's like it's just as fun as you want it to be.
Like, but think about the comparison of how like Bonnaroo's rated versus Coachella. The hype surrounding Coachella and like its place in the music festival world right now, it's so overrated.
That's what I'm saying. Like the stuff around it is overrated, but when you're there, I think it's so fun. The outfits, all that. Like I do dislike that part. That's why like we loved Weekend too.
Right.
But I think when you're there, it's dope.
Sure, but I think it's overrated. Theater dates, overrated.
Oh, like movie theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, overrated.
So overrated.
Yeah, you can't talk. That's literally why we're getting dinner before this movie next week, so that we can like they said,
and they suggested,
do you want to get food before we sit in 2 hours of silence? Can't talk.
I will only go to a movie with someone if we besides that situation, like
right.
Date wise, if we've been talking for like at least 3 months.
Yeah, agreed. Like if we've had a movie night at home already, I will go see a movie with you.
Right.
Ooh, Nutter Butters.
Underrated.
Perfectly
Nutter
sweet and salty.
So good.
They are so good. They remind me of Phil. They remind me of my stepdad. Oh, they're so good.
Nutter Butters are so good. 69.
Overrated.
It's
fun.
Take turns.
It's fun. Like
I don't even think it's fun.
I think it's fun, but I think it's like to actually like get there and like pleasure each other. I think it's so overrated.
Overrated.
White toenail polish.
Overrated.
Yeah, it
the
gets dirty.
chokehold
It gets
that, like,
dirty.
And you have no idea like how many men I see on dating apps who are like, I forget like what the specific prompt is, but there's one prompt that asks like, I don't know, like what's my biggest turn on, or like what's a non-negotiable for me. And you don't know how many times I see white toenails.
Is it like a fetish?
Maybe, but it's so specific.
I don't like them.
Overrated.
They just get dirty. They get all scuffed.
They get dirty. When they grow out, you see the difference.
Right.
It's very overrated. The Met Gala.
I think accurately rated.
Accurately rated. Just because I like seeing the outfits. I like more so seeing how people execute the themes every year.
That's exactly. I think it's such a big part of our culture. Like it's right. Fun. I think it's fine.
Now I've heard the red carpet, obviously because like that's the part we see, is it, and like the dinner is super boring.
Yeah.
I've heard.
It's like mid, everybody just like
sits around,
walks around, hugs, like it's like a reception.
Right.
Almost. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say this one because we specifically have opinions about it now. This person said coffee tables, overrated in my opinion because that's my kitten's play area, LMAO. I think they're underrated. We need a coffee table in this house.
So bad.
We need one so bad.
They're so nice when you just like have a day on the couch and you just want to simply set your mug of tea somewhere.
Right.
Like, and not hold it or set it on the floor and hella dog hair gets in it. Like, it's so nice
so
for
underrated.
Cards. To just like not be sitting at the dining table. They are so necessary.
I never thought I'd miss one.
Yeah, me either.
And like we always had one at Auckland, our old apartment.
Yeah.
And I took it for granted.
Yeah, 100%.
I took it for granted. Now we need one. Big dicks.
Huh. Accurately rated. It just depends on your vagina.
Right. Well, I want to say overrated because of the thought that size matters and like the fact that that's
Agreed.
Still, yeah.
Okay. I was just more going on like the general, like not me, just like the general
right
consensus.
I think every size dick is perfectly rated.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
But the motion in the ocean.
It's all about the motion in the ocean.
So I think that's why I stay in the middle because I literally don't care either way.
Right. But there's a lot of people out there who are like,
it's a standard.
They need it.
Yeah. Because they're vaginas. That's what I'm saying. Like some people have like different shaped vaginas that need a bigger penis.
Also the fact that there's a lot of men out there who think like size matters.
Mm-hmm. That's security and whatnot. But like I hope they hear this then that like it really just depends who your sexual partner is.
Right.
Rihanna. I think she's overrated.
Really?
She's hot.
I think she's cool. She's actually she's accurately rated to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that, it's kind of like the Beyonce thing, like her village that loves her. I'm like, whoa.
It's very strong, but I think her music backs it up.
I just don't think I can get to that level of fandom.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at with all these answers with like people.
Yeah.
It's not that I dislike them. It's just like, how could I even care enough to?
See, I thought that, but then I became an Ariana fan. And I
mean, I love her. The thing, I love her too. And like, I love Lorde. Like but like, I still think, I don't know.
There's that level where like at this point, anything that Ariana drops, I'll be a fan because I'm a fan of her. And I think that's where it's, I think I'm not that's to that level. I think it's, yeah.
I get what you mean.
I think it's that like rating threshold.
Gotcha. Cause
she'll always be 5 stars to me.
Gotcha. Even my favorites, if they drop something, I still rate it with like an open mind. Like I didn't
Jack Harlow.
Right. And like, I didn't love Lorde's last album, but like, she's one of my favorite artists. Like I can still see their work for like what it is.
Yeah.
I still listen to it, but I'm like, I haven't listened to it since.
I think we're speaking the same language. Like I think you still rate her 5 stars.
No, that's what I'm saying is I didn't like the last album.
But even if you don't like it, like you,
I still
artist,
like her.
You still like her.
Gotcha. I thought you were saying like whatever she puts out, you like it, like the song.
Well, no, I can admit if I don't like it.
Gotcha.
But her, I will always be a fan.
Support. Yeah, I get that. I still think Rihanna's overrated.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Orgasming every time. Overrated. I don't think that has to be the goal every time. I guess that can fall into like the foreplay part of it.
Yeah. I don't think that one even falls into this like overrated, underrated, accurately rated in my brain. I think it just depends on the sesh. Like, what if you're like almost there and you don't fucking, and he's just like, oh, I'm done.
Well, yeah, but it's the like, I think what this person is saying is the expectation that it has to happen every time.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I think it's overrated. Like I don't think that has to be the goal every time, because then it's like it's the same wheel constantly turning, you know?
I don't know. That one's still not clicking in my head. I think it just depends on the session. Okay. Sounds like it's like a music session.
To whoever put this one out there, orgasming every time, I do think it's overrated.
California weed.
Underrated.
So underrated. And I only have that opinion now that we left.
Yeah.
I always thought because it was all I smoked at the time when I lived in California, I was like, it's great, but like, can weed be like that much worse than this? And the weed out here just sucks.
Bunk.
It's bunk. It doesn't even smell the same. Like, it's such a different, everything about it is so different. So I think it is so underrated. If you are a weed smoker, just get your hands on California weed. I promise you'll agree with me. Espresso martinis. I think they're perfectly rated.
Perfectly rated.
But I do want to vouch for them for the people who think they're overrated.
Okay.
On a night out, after that dinner that you just had, now you have a whole night at the bars, the club, or wherever you're going.
And picture this, you just had like a hefty Italian meal.
Right.
You would like to go to sleep.
It gets you, like, you're getting the energy from the espresso, but then you're also getting drunk, and like the combination of those, it almost does what like a vodka Red Bull does to you.
Right.
It's that perfect like hype, but I'm like, I want to dance.
And you don't have Red Bull in your blood.
Right. Taurine, whatever it is. Yeah, I think it's great. I'm not even a coffee drinker, and I still stand by an espresso martini. I think
it's a vibe.
It's great. Try it with tequila. It's good.
Pampas grass as decor. Overrated.
Yeah. Overdone. Yeah.
Overrated. There are
so expensive.
Just
go cut it on the side of the freeway.
Right. There's this girl on TikTok who goes and gets it off the side of her freeway and like sets it up. It's so beautiful. And then like compares it to how much it costs at like a West Elm.
Hundreds.
It's so expensive when it's literally growing on the side of
everywhere.
The California freeway. Yeah, I think it's overrated. There's so much more you can do with that space. Put a green plant there.
Yeah. And you can like actually take care of it, and it's alive.
Right. I'm getting like a lot of fall shit, so I'm gonna like combine them all into one. Starbucks fall drinks, or Starbucks like seasonal drinks in general. Overrated.
I mean, yeah, the other day Alex and I tried the holiday ones that just dropped, and they all sucked.
And tasted too similar, and not like I want a curated, like beautifully complex holiday drink if you're gonna hype it up that much.
Right. But that's fucking Starbucks. They're just gonna put sugar and vanilla and be like cookie crumble. Blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah. Overrated.
I
think
Starbucks in general is overrated.
Yeah, Starbucks is very overrated. But it's just that convenience that gets all of us, I guess. But I don't know. They always end up disappointing me. I don't know if you got this too, but some people like sent in their opinion and then what it was.
Yes.
Underrated Old Navy clothes lately.
Absolutely.
The lately though.
Lately.
Yeah, because collection.
Old Navy had a chokehold on the entire nation, probably like 2002 to 2010-ish.
Yeah.
So I agree with the like right now. Probably underrated because we went recently.
Yeah.
And like we found good shit.
There's good basics, I will say. Yeah. Maybe I agree with that one.
Yeah, underrated.
The Bay Area.
Underrated.
We have great people. We have great food. We have great
weather.
Culture. We have great culture. Great things to see.
Great
you can
music.
Go skiing an hour away and then also go to the beach an hour later. Like, you could do everything. And oh my God.
It's so underrated.
It is so underrated. It's perfect. There's nothing better. On that note, In-N-Out. Perfectly rated.
Fuck. What I would do for some In-N-Out right now.
We got it before we came home from LA a few weeks ago.
And it's like I'm barely holding on.
I really, really like took that time when I bit into that burger to like be mindful.
Savor it.
And just like, just feel
Remember
it.
the feeling.
Remember it.
Oh my God. In-N-Out's so good.
It's so good. Someone said flavor blasted goldfish are overrated. No, they're not. They're exceptional. Usually when chip brands or like cracker brands, snack brands make spin-offs of what that is already a good product, it's usually not good. But I think when they did flavor blasted, it was perfect.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like sometimes, like Lay's does that all the time.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Right.
But
they did it. Goldfish did it.
It's almost like I like flavor blasted better than
Me
OG.
Too. I will always grab that more.
Yeah.
Or like before I ever grab the OG.
Hate the rainbow ones. Those are overrated.
They taste like ass.
The cardboard.
Yeah.
The looks of Timothée Chalamet.
Overrated. I actually have had this opinion before.
I think it's perfectly rated. I think he is divine to the eye.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think he's ugly, but I like. again, it's that like people think he's the sexiest man alive. I'm like, what?
I
Looks
don't
like a little boy to me.
I don't see sexiest man alive. His steez and confidence makes him perfectly rated to me. Soup, underrated.
Very underrated.
So underrated.
It's a great way to get all your nutrients blended up in one.
It's such a good order. You know what? I had cauliflower soup the other night.
Yum.
Maybe like a few weeks ago. At Crave.
Oh, yum.
Really fucking good.
Yum. Yeah, I think it's a great way to get all your nutrients blended in one thing. You could do several flavors.
Comforting.
It's good cold too. Like good cold soup is great.
It's versatile.
Dip things into it. You can have it when you have an upset stomach.
So many different flavor combinations.
Yeah.
You can go savory. You can go like really green with it.
Yep.
Oh, love a good soup. Very underrated.
Table service / VIP in LA or NYC. I rhymed. I think this is perfectly rated because there's a time and place for it. If it's just you, I'd say if it's like 3 of you, maybe even 4, it's not worth it. But if you have like a crowd and it, especially if it's like, it's the best thing on like a birthday or something. It's so fun.
You want to celebrate something.
Yeah. It's nice to have your own area if you have a big enough group, because then you're not shoulder to shoulder with all these strangers trying to get to the bar to order a drink. Like,
you don't lose your people.
Yes.
You get to like keep your bag safe.
That's a big one too. You can really settle into where you're at.
Yeah.
I think it's perfectly rated. I think it is worth it.
And it's worth the money. Like if you think about how much, say there's 5 of you going out, and if you think about how much each of you are going to drink, your tab combined is going to run up so much higher than one bottle.
Yeah.
Or even 2 bottles.
Right.
Like,
I think it's worth it.
Yeah. Agreed.
But like the people who get it and just like sit there on their phones and shit,
just to like show that you got a table. Yeah.
Right. That's where I'm like overrated.
Yeah.
But we've done it when, like you said, like that whole mentality of like the money's if it's worth it. And we've done that and it was so worth it.
We think functionally.
Right. Okay. I'm starting to get a lot of repeats. I'm like nearly at the end of this list. I'm seeing a lot of corn. Did you get any corn ones?
No, but underrated.
I think it's accurately rated.
Corn, the band or food?
The food.
Oh, underrated.
You're like overrated. You change it.
That's good. This was fun. This was like, it was fun to see like our opinions on it and other people's thoughts when we asked for you guys to submit.
There's some really random ones in there that I didn't read that like were almost like inappropriate to read. Yeah. I'm like, I just said inappropriate.
Yeah, I got that.
Inappropriate. You should have corrected me.
Well, I didn't want to.
That's like saying like if there's something stuck in my teeth, you got to tell me.
Okay.
At least I caught it. Inappropriate. Okay, so for Patreon, for our Friday episode, instead of doing more of these, because I feel like we did so many, we kind of want to do more of a challenge-based episode.
Just like something fun for you guys to watch.
And I guess it's kind of similar to this. Send in weird but good food combinations.
Or if you guys want to fuck with us.
You can fuck with us too.
You can fuck with us too.
Weird food combinations. We'll pick maybe like 10 or so. We'll go to the grocery store. We'll lay them out and we'll film it. We'll record it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of similar to this, right? Yeah. Like we could say if it's good or not.
Yeah, like if it's a food combination that you like, I have a food combination, waffles, peanut butter, and cheddar cheese.
Yes.
So underrated.
Right.
If you guys have like something that you've eaten since you were a kid, anything like that like people can't jump on the bandwagon and you like constantly try and get people to try it,
we will be the judge.
Yeah, we'll send those in and we'll be the judge and we'll judge those overrated or underrated.
Dude, I'm excited. We just get to eat.
Fun. I hope they're good.
I'm gonna get a little high before and then they'll all just be delicious.
Dang.
I'll be like, this is so good. The water. Yeah, that'll be fun. Send that in for our Patreon. If you're not part of our Patreon, you totally should check it out if you want. We have 3 tiers. We have a new episode every single week on top of this Monday one. It's always a follow-up where we kind of take in your entries and respond to them, give you guys advice. Obviously depends on the topic. We also do a Zoom call with our top tier, our hella tier, every week where we just catch up and vibe. Like last night we had it and I was making dinner and we just like sat and had dinner with them, and you really see a different side of us on those Zoom calls. It's I think we're getting to a point where we're like too comfortable with you guys.
Right.
Let us know. But yeah, check that out. And if not, We appreciate your support either way, even here on YouTube or Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening us, watching us. We appreciate it. If you are on Apple Podcasts, though, please rate us. Tell us what you think. Leave a review. It helps us out a lot. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and turn on your notifications.
And leave comments.
Please leave comments. But every time we post, I noticed the other day, I don't know if you got it. We posted on Monday. I got a notification on Wednesday that we posted.
Whoa.
So they're sending, I don't know.
That's fucked. Yeah, make sure your shit's turned on.
Yes, please. Please do.
Have a good week. Next week we'll give you an update on our dates. That's gonna be fun.
Oh my God, I already
I'm
forgot.
excited.
Yeah. See, I don't want to. I don't want to start thinking about it. It's just we're going out to dinner. It's just a normal thing.
No,
it's just we have a busy week though.
Yeah.
So we'll have updates for the next episode for sure.
You guys have a good week too. Happy Monday.
Happy Halloween.
No,
it's not Halloween anymore.
It's officially Christmas.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But like you can't say Happy Thanksgiving not on Thanksgiving. Like happy fall.
Right. It's Thanksgiving's not a season.
No, it's
one day. Whereas Halloween is spooky season.
Right. So it's just fall right now.
It's just fall.
Happy fall.
Happy fall. Happy Monday. Have a good week. We love you guys.
Bye.